And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Mike, 58, right there. Who that? Who that? Watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, can't. 24. Greystone, Travis. Gun.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down.
Gun. Motion. Kill. Rose.
Cook following the penalty. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, D. Check 26. Check. Jim. Why? Get wide.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
58 to Mike, 58.
Gun.
3rd and long for Cousins. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Check nine.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Safe. He's coming. Double up.
Line out.
Watch out. Hey, alert 3. Hatchet.
Gun.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
They got 48. Hey, Steamer. Go.
At the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins being chased out left. And it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Back.
Gun.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. The open man is Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Jahan, 180.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
The first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Deuce. Kill.
Good routes here. Clark.
Now a give running right. It's Smallwood. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Jahan, 180.
Bandit.
Hey, no, easy.
Here we go.
Hey, box truck. Gun.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Jahan, 180.
Tackles. Tighten up. Rush in.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Jahan, 180.
Mike, 58, right there. Oh, here we go. Oh, 58, boys, 58.
Hey, can. Gun.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
1st and goal at the 1.
Jahan, 180.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Show it up. Hey, check.
Gun.
Check 24.
We're scoreless after 1.
Jahan, 180.
Check 3.
Line out.
Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Ringo. Check. Crunch.
Gun.
Check 50.
They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Hey, flicker. Gun.
Motion to back.
Hey, Jahan.
They try again with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal.
Hey, Delta.
No.
Yellow. Gun.
Cousins. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that?
on. What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
No. Check three. Slant.
Lock in.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky dancing to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
36, 30.
Alert. Hey, echo. Hey, ball.
On 3rd down, Trubisky uncorks one for Davis. And this will be caught at the 30. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, it's Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yes, sir. That's it, baby. We're going to run.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the night. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, seam 6. Gun.
Here's Cousins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Alpha.
58 the money.
Gun.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 58.
Gun.
58 Mike. All day. All day. 50.
Gun.
58 the money. Watch
Gun.
Cousins to throw it. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Bravo.
3 down. Mike 5. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Mike 5.
Gun.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 39.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Final play of the half, Cousins. And this is Crump with a grab. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touch
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Alert.
Tackle. Check three. Switch.
Alert. Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Lets it go for Nelson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards. Now it's Trubisky. He completes it to Nelson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll call Nelson's number yet again. It's complete. 25 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now Trubisky trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was taken down by Kyle Ford. 1 yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Smith. Mike 5. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike 5.
Gun.
Cousins now. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Again, it's Cohen. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Vikings 3, Bears nothing.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd-and-1. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Robinson with a big catch. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A gain of 22. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going. So, you know, I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. They try again with Cohen. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 31, Cousins. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
58, right there. You ain't going nowhere.
Cousins to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This entire defensive unit, Charles, they've really put in a good shift tonight, so to speak.
I like how you phrased that. This has been a good shift. They punched the clock the entire evening. They ought to have shirts that have their names on them in the front to let them know these are blue-collar workers who are getting it done.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Move. 3 down. Check nickel.
Lynch 50. First. Gun.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And that's caught inside the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, check. Mike 50.
Five.
It's our time. Mike 50. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Mike 50.
Cousins. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, we got 4 down.
Gun.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors them.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Defense, win. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
First throw now for the backup Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Vikings. First down. First and 10 at the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Shift.
A toss to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Go Bears. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Chicago, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.